Looking for royal...
Lights out! Now you want to get nuts? Come on! Let's get nuts.
Well, hello, everybody. What is happening? How's everybody doing today on this 1st of February? That's right. Welcome to February, everybody. That's it. We're here. Yes. Day before Groundhog Day. Sadly, a groundhog died just before he was supposed to do his job. Interesting. Crazy headline right there, but, beginning of Black History Month, too. And, yeah, a lot more movies coming out. What's happening? Thank you guys for clicking in as per usual. Make sure you smash that like, thumbs up. Make sure you join if you want to join. We're going to have our weekly members-only post-show stream after this, so pick my brain a little bit. If you want to become a member, do that. Of course, got the Patreon down there, too, all that stuff. And, if you're watching not live, hey, guess what? You'll have chapters to fast forward. You don't have to hear me talk this whole time because I ramble way too much, right? What's going on, Mr. Fear Jason? Yeah, Red, we got Draga right here. Droga, I should say. How's it going? We got that. We got Miss Wonder Meg Ligma. Not sure even what that is. Eric Patterson, how's it going? Music Man, good to see you. Jesse, what's going on? We got Mr. Powell right here. He wants the band Jose. No, you don't. You loved it. Hold these. There's Jose right there. Full frontal, full metal. That's right. That's in my contract. I will do full frontal if you need me. Man, you guys in your band. What's going on, buddy? Taco Tuesday, right? Thick and Wolf Lane. Thick and Wolf. We got Lane right here, buddy. What's going on? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Everybody's having just a fun time. Hello, darling. We got Mattia, of course. Right here. Sorry, what? Interesting. We got Selena Kyle. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Boop. All right. Yeah. Saying hello to everybody. We got everybody chatting it up right now. Just chatting up a storm. Yo, what's going on, D-Ball? How's it going? Hey, Lane. How you doing? Happy February, everybody. It's her B-Day month, so, everybody spoil Wonder Meg. Send her all kinds of pops and everything, Spoiler, huh? Do that. Huh? Let's see. What's going on, Stephanie? Good to see you. We got Captain Gator Girl right here, too. We got Kat. First day of the month of love. Oh, that's right. Yep. That was by mistake too. I was like, oh, wear my Flash shirt. Oh yeah. Well, I guess it fits with a lot of red that's in the background and everything. What's going on, Mr. Will Diesel? How's it going? We got and Wheezy's World. Like your name. All right, who else we got? Huh? Nobody? Oh, Rosemary's here. Oh, this stupid chat thing just goes crazy. Hello, Rosemary. You missed his sexy voice when he showed up on the Patreon stream. That's right. That's what you missed. Let's see. Is there anybody else? Meg, don't give your... Yeah. But I know it. Just kidding. I would never give that away. Don't worry. But anyways, let's see. Dave, you were gone. I was gone too long. It's been 24 hours. It's been 23 hours. Well, I appreciate that, Captain Gator Girl. I appreciate that. I missed you, too. I did miss you, too. So thank you guys for clicking in, as per usual. Hopefully you guys had a good day on this 1st of February. I had a busy day, man. I had one of those fire alarm type days where it's like, daytime work was just like, sometimes I just, you work for people and they're like, oh, yeah, we can get certain things done so quickly and, we'll have it done by the end of the day. So I worked a little later than I was supposed to. So then, of course, I was scrambling to get the show together. I was hoping to get like some kind of sketch thing, but I wasn't had time to do anything like that. I don't know. It's just a crazy day. But we're here now. We're going to talk some movies. We're going to, there's like a little question. We're going to go down. We're going to take a little dive into, I bet, the main Batman, the Batman Twitter handle said, if you had a question for Robert Pattinson, what would you ask him? So we're going to kind of take a deep dive. I was kind of looking at that. I'm like, that could be fun for a main topic right there, to do all that. Not to mention we got some character posters that came out today. Some more interviews of, everybody talking about the Batman, which is good stuff. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of... there's going to be a lot of that in the next couple of weeks. We're just going to be constant Batman, which, of course, you know me. I love that. I absolutely love that. So, and then we're, of course, going to talk about AT&T. Just a small article that came out. Nothing huge, but we're going to go over that a little bit. And then, of course, we're going to talk about the February movies that are coming out. Did that poll. Kind of interesting, the results of that poll that I put out when I asked, what movie are you most hyped for February? I gave 6 movies. Kind of interesting. I was actually surprised by the results of that poll. So we'll, of course, talk about that. So anyways, yes. Let me know when I don't know when that guy's ever going to show up. Yeah, it was a slow news day. Definitely was. Yes, it was, Jacob. Yeah. It's definitely a slow news days, but what can you do? Sometimes they're just slow news days. Usually Mondays are crazy. Did I not? Fuck. Oh, man. Okay, hold on a sec. We'll get to the tweets right here. I thought I had it ready to go. There we go. Now I got it ready to go. All right, let's go to the tweets. Okay. Starting off, hey, look at that. There's a shot of Michael Keaton's Batman and the Penguin right there. Danny DeVito, why not? Good way to start in front of Shrek's right before Catwoman comes out and blows up the whole thing. It's good stuff. Yes. And then, hey, interstellar corn right here. That's right. I just thought the corn, just took a picture of it, Thought I'd post it on my social media. That's just me doing my dumb Matthew McConaughey impression. But yeah, Matthew McConaughey yesterday, he posted interstellar corn. So I thought that warranted a retweet. Good for him. He knows he loves that movie. Restore the SNYDER'S. Hey, look at this character poster right here for Deathstroke. Really good stuff. This is Brian Zapp right here, who sadly passed away last year. I got a couple of his posters that I'm still, I just don't have a spot for them quite yet to hang up. Got to get them framed and hung up, but I definitely will. Hopefully, if I need to get the hell out of this apartment. That's for sure. In the city that I'm in, yeah. And speaking of art, we got Mr. Aaron Bailey right here posting this. Right, it's good. It's coming through that boom tube. Why not? Peter Parker. Oh yeah. Okay. So look at this right here. Look at this image right here. Okay. So this is actually if you type in Clay. Let's see. Did I already type it in? Clay Enos. He was actually having some fun today, Mr. Clay Enos, posting some images. Seriously, some images right here. Behind the scenes images of Man of Steel. Of course, right here we got Superman technically kneeling before Zod, I guess you could say, but wearing that black costume right there. That's of course, the black costume from Man of Steel right there. And then in that nightmare sequence, which, man, that's just, of course, a thing of beauty. All the Superman costumes are a thing of beauty. And, yeah, just really cool. That's just a really cool shot right there. Just a really cool shot. And then, of course, we got the beautiful goddess herself right there, Miss Gal Gadot, as Wonder Woman. My God. Jesus. She's just too freaking beautiful. She's so beautiful, she's ugly. That's the way it is. And then we got the group shot right here when they were going to, standing right there. Obviously, the capes, Batman and Superman's capes were added later because you have to get that good cape porn that ZACK likes to do. That, get it nice and flowing in the wind right there. But obviously, you notice that he's wearing, of course, the blue costume, which, we all know that. Just tweak it in post. Tweak the color grade. It's fine. ZACK always had that under his sleeve right there, which was great. The fact that he was able to just tweak the color grade just to make it slightly. I mean, obviously there was probably some VFX also involved too at times to make the black and silver suit, which looks just awesome. I think that's why they really added the padding right here, the chrome padding underneath. But you got that, and then you got this. Kinky stuff is about to happen. That's right. Batman tied up, Superman about to walk up to him, show him the business. I always love that video that somebody actually put the George Michael song, with the saxophone and everything, I'm never gonna dance again, guilty feeling. It's just the way that somebody edited that together. I remember that was like hilarious because they slow-moed even like when he rips off the bat cowl. But yeah, there's that shot right there too. Clay Enos just doing some good stuff. He even had a close-up of Zod right there as well. Of course, with the being the shackles on the Kryptonian shackles right there. So good stuff, man. Good stuff. Absolutely love it. Love that. Keep on posting, Clay. We want to see more. What else you got? What else you got on that reel? I'd like to see it. Whatever you got. Just keep posting. Why not? Just keep posting. I think we all love that. We all love to see that, right? That Zod shot, just absolutely beautiful. Clay Enos is Clayface, huh? Okay. I don't know if you'd be up for the gig, but hey, you never know. You never know. I always love this right here. I always thought this was like one of the best lightsaber battles right here. I mean, obviously the Obi-Wan and Anakin one gets pretty crazy as well, but I always like this one because it just felt like so. Look at how energetic that is, man. Ewan McGregor and fucking just going at it right there. Just love that. And it's official, guys. So I guess the report was true. The report was true. Tom Brady has officially retired from the NFL. That's right. So we had those reports, the up and down reports. We didn't know if it was all true, what was going on or anything like that. But apparently it's all true. Tom Brady posted on his social media that he's in fact retiring from football. Hey, he had a great career. He's got enough rings to fill up his hands. I think he's got more rings than Thanos had stones, maybe. I don't know. But, he finally wrapped it up right there. Tom Brady, the actor. That's funny. Yeah, so there you go. So great career. So now the Bucs need a fucking quarterback. That's going to be a lot of rebuilding right there for the Bucs. So any Bucs fans out there, I feel for you. Here's a cool shot of Jared Little's Joker right here. That is just absolutely creepy looking, but I absolutely love it. Look at that. That's cool. Love that. God, I love the art. The art, it's just so great. Got Robert Pattinson talking about doing long dialogue scenes and emotional scenes behind the cowl. Completely changes what you think acting is. I've been acting for 20 years, and you feel you have certain crutches you can rely on. You think that it's your eyes that are telling the story. Remember what Zach said when I asked him? I was all, okay. The first time he was on the Vodka stream, I asked him, I'm like, did you ever consider the white eyes for Batman? And he gave a great answer that said, no, I mean, when every actor who gets in that Batcowl has to act with their eyes. They have to act with their eyes, and that's very much what you have to do. That's why you only see the white eyes, any kind of lenses for specific moments, of course. But yeah, I mean, the Batman actor, any kind of Batman actor has to act with his eyes. And look at this. Just when he thought that Miss Davis right here couldn't get more badass. Look at that shit. God damn. You thought like Amanda Waller was peak Viola Davis badass? No. We got a new movie coming out where she's really going to show how badass she is. And that movie's called The Woman King, starring Viola Davis right there. And I don't know exactly when it's coming out, but these first images came out, and I was like, holy shit, do not fuck with Viola Davis. I tell you what. Man, but I'd let her fuck me up, right? Anyways, okay. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that a little bit, too. We don't really need to talk about Robert. I mean, how many times, I'm Robert Pattinson, asshole. I mean, obviously, that whole thing when it came to Campea saying he didn't work out, and then you see him shirtless, you're like, yep, he in fact did bulk up a little bit. He does have a skinny frame, but yeah, he's looking pretty bulked right there, and he talks about how he'd work out before and after the shoot. and it'd be long shoots, and man, that's gotta suck. But yeah, he was just basically talking about he'd work out before and then he'd work out after. So yeah, and I guess he's like with the next Batman, he's gonna be like, hey, guess what? Got to I'm gonna keep on keeping it up. I guess you could say. I don't know, but good on him. He's not, I want Campea to interview. I know, right? Campea should interview him because he would just kiss his ass. Ken Lewis right here made this awesome shot right here for yesterday. And then, of course, Ray Porter. I think Ray Porter saw it. But it's just such an awesome shot of, it looks like Darkseid and Superman battling it out with each other. So really good stuff. Really good stuff. I think it's totally, it's 100% a Photoshop. I always love it when shots like this come out from awesome people that know how to do Photoshop or, art. And then I'll see on my time like, what? Wait a minute. What is this? And I see people like freaking out. It's like, oh my God, just, whoa, relax, embrace the art. It's not something that some people will think that like ZACK actually posts. It's like, no, do your due diligence. Look first and make sure like, oh wait, this is just something. Okay. But yeah, very awesome shot by Mr. Ken Lewis right there. Good job. Good job. And then Matt Reeves said pretty much, I think, if you want to hear Mr. Giacchino, his amazing music for the Batman is coming out this Friday. So there you go. We're going to get the Riddler. Oh, man, I can't wait to hear that theme, that creepy theme right there. So we're going to get more when it comes to the Batman score. And so make sure you guys check out that. That's going to be on a loop. It's going to be on a loop for me, like all fucking weekend. I could tell you that much. Colin Farrell, speaking of the Batman, he's got 2 movies that are coming out on March 4th. So we're going to have a Colin Farrell weekend kind of thing happening with the Batman and After Yang, a sci-fi drama. I haven't watched the trailer yet, but I saw it on my timeline. But, it's just amazing that man is, that's the same dude. That is the same guy. Weird. Same fucking guy. Crazy. Fucking makeup. I'm telling you, it's going to get awards. Here's a cool little statue right here from Hot Toys. Yeah, that's right. So freaking cool. Zod right there. Gotta love it. And we got Mr. Junkee XL. He retweeted Steven's video. Open up the vinyl. That's pretty cool. The Mondo news team did good here. So there you go, Mr. Junkee XL. He's been busy. He hasn't really tweeted that much, so probably caught this and he tweeted out Steven's opening of that. So that's really cool stuff right there. So I love this poster right here. Birth of Kal-El, Death of Superman. That's right. You just got to put I think people have also put in like the other section where it's like, the rebirth of Superman as well. It's good stuff. We got Mike Flanagan. He's starting off his new movie, The Fall of the House of Usher, right here. So he posted out his little slate, and then of course Miss Carla Gugino. Always, I've had a crush on her for like fucking 25 years. She's of course going to be a part of it, and she's ready to go too. So. Please give me more Mike Flanagan stuff, and please give me way more Carla Gugino stuff, please. As much as I can take, I will take. Yes, just cast her in everything. Here's some cool little statues right here. We got the Joker standing on a ledge with Batman chained to the ledge. Can I have this, please? I want this so bad. Or it's just this statue. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. Oh my God. I want this badly. Meg, do you have this in your comic book store? So can you send it to me? All right, thanks. Appreciate it. If you can. Let's see. I'm not going to tell you. Oh, you guys are having. Right here. Is this Bailey also? This Aaron Bailey right here. He did this cool little edit right here with the newly required images from Cleanos. So that's really cool. Good job, sir. And then, there you go. There's a real poster right there. Casual Batman. That's right. Casual Batman gets his own poster as well. What's going on, James? Good to see you. Casual Batman gets his own poster too right there. Yeah, that's right. Oh, he'll be back soon, guys. He'll be back soon. Don't worry. This right here. So Kevin Smith was talking about Boba Fett. And I actually kind of expressed this a little bit too. On Friday's Vodka stream. We had a heavy Book of Boba Fett discussion on Friday's Vodka stream, which was great. But he talked about this right here, in regards to his helmet. So this is the quote right here. He says, "One of the things I loved about Boba Fett through most of my life is that we never took his helmet off. And in Boba Fett Now, episode 4 or whatever, chapter 5 actually, we are accustomed to Boba Fett just going au naturel, Charlie Brown style and stuff. And it don't matter. I understand story-wise he's not a Mandalorian and so forth and such. Like I'm not dumb. I'm just saying that this episode, seeing Din Djarin, seeing the guy never take his helmet off, just makes every scene cooler. Where you're just like, I don't know what he's fucking thinking. And like I said, I brought up this point on the vodka. I think that's part of the reason why, like, maybe I've had a little bit of like, it's just like we're always seeing his face. And I totally agree with what Kevin Smith had to say right there. It's like you always just notice Boba Fett as Boba Fett with that helmet, and that's just pretty much. He never really got any emotion. He just seemed like this character that even like we've talked about too, that he's even like talked Vader down, He's just like, even Vader is like, whoa, watch out for this guy. This guy's ruthless. But I mean, obviously he's not a Mandalorian, so it's not part of the Kree or the oath or whatever the hell to keep the helmet on, which obviously that's always very strange. If you want to like really dig into that, it's like, well, obviously you have to take the helmet off every now and again. That thing gets dirty, gets filthy. You got to wash your hair. You know how gross it is under there? My God. No, but I think I've always kind of like thought about that too. It's like, well, wait a minute. Like, one thing about Boba Fett is like, yeah, he's always been kind of in disguise or something like that. But, but when it comes story-wise, obviously he's going to show his face. But even, what's his name who plays Boba Fett has said like, yeah, he thought that there was too much dialogue for Boba Fett. And I even kind of thought about that too. I was like, yeah, he does talk a lot. I mean, obviously with the flashback scenes, yeah, and he has no armor, cool, whatever. But I think there should be a better balance, because there's like sometimes where in episodes where he's just holding on to his helmet. Like sometimes I'm going, just keep your helmet on, maybe just keep it on for most, a little bit more than they're actually doing right now. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Find that balance. He doesn't have to have it on all the time, because obviously that's not part of the character. It's fine, but just maybe have it on just a little bit more. That's all. That's me though. That's what I think. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Should he wear the helmet more? Are you okay with the fact that he has taken it off a lot? I don't know. You guys tell me. What's going on, Rhea? Good to see you. I just think he should keep it on just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. That's all. Look at that buff stud. Look at that stud right there. There's that Batman right there. God, that costume is just great. It's a great costume. I know the BVS one is better, but still. Oh, it just looks good. Just looks good. Oh, look at this. Oh. Somebody went into hiding. And it's this guy right here, EW, Eric Weber. So he blocked me. Oh, shit. Well then, giddy up. All I said was, well, he posted that, he heard from his source. Got sources, man. I heard from my source. Just talked to me right now. He said, the Batman, it's going to be controversial. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be talked about a lot. It plays out like the Zodiac, plays out like Chinatown, he basically listed the movies that, Matt Reeves has already listed himself. And all I said was, I think we all figured this after that first trailer. So he must have just went on a blocking tirade right there. I didn't realize he blocked me. Jesus Christ, soft much? Sensitive much? That's not even a bad tweet. I just said, I think we all figured this after the first trailer. Yes, we all knew it was going to be controversial and stuff like that. I mean, it was nothing new, but yeah, I mean, I saw everybody toss it around that tweet like crazy. So he must have just was like, block. Jeez, man, what is he in his bathtub right now with the shower running with cupping his knees? Like, Jesus Christ, man. When you say a fucking generic stupid tweet, well, my source just texted me, people are going to be like, well, duh. What are you talking about? Jeez. He didn't block me, and I said he sucks. Well, you know, he was threatened by me. That's right. He clicked on my profile and went, "Oh my God, this guy, he's got a bigger following, and he's better looking." Anyways, okay. So, all right. Well, sorry, Mr. Eric Weber. Didn't realize you were going to be so sensitive about my quote tweeting. But okay then. Giddy fucking up. You gotta love it. I like this right here. Chris the Lunchbox. He made the nightmare version of the Batmobile right here, which is pretty cool. Made it, put some whatchamacallit on there, camouflage. Made it like that. Made it deserty. I think that's pretty badass. Kind of makes you wonder, what would the Batmobile look like in the nightmare world? I would say it probably would get a little close to that. I would say that's pretty close. Yeah. Speaking of Book of Boba Fett, I mean, they're showing this image right here. Are we going to see Grogu? I think we're going to see Grogu. Possibly see Grogu? Who knows what's going to be happening? Who knows? And Doom Patrol Season 4 starts shooting next week. So, there you go. Apparently, according to Michelle Gomez official, heading back to Doom Patrol next week. So, I still have to catch up on Doom Patrol. I suck. I do. But of course we love Zack Snyder. Remember when he watched BVS and this was great? He was like, what was great about the live watch with Zack watching BVS was the fact that he was so into his own movie. Yeah, so great. That's awesome.
She with you? I thought she was with you.
Yep. Nope. Oh, that was always funny because he was supposed to do commentary. He was supposed to do commentary. You know, he was supposed to do like kind of like a commentary track of it, but you always would catch him looking like he was like one of us, just watching the beauty of, especially when it comes to that final act. You gotta love that. I just wonder if Zack's gonna end up, is he ever gonna do Zack Snyder's? He's got to do. Hopefully he could do that. He could squeeze in like a live watch, but I mean it's 4 fucking hours. He might have to do it in chunks. I don't know, but yeah, I hope he does a live watch of Zack, of his Justice League, so that'd be pretty cool. So, anyways, guys, there you have it. That's the tweets right there. So if you guys enjoyed that, yeah, I just like, come on, Zack, let's watch your 4-hour opus. Let's watch all that. That always makes me literally laugh. I know he's a funny dude. He's a funny dude. Anyways, get rid of that. And get rid of that. All right, let's talk more about the Batman. Like I said, guys, the Batman official account on Twitter basically put the question out there of if you have a question for Robert Pattinson right here. So let me give it a little scroll first. Make sure nobody's throwing dick pics or whatever the fuck. Have some bat dicks out there. I think we're good. Got to be careful when it's Twitter, man. People will just throw some shit out there. But what would you guys ask Robert Pattinson that he hasn't answered already when it comes to the Batman? I mean, obviously we've heard that he enjoys all the movies. He loves Mask of the Phantasm. He's talked about the psychology of Bruce and how he's a freak. That was pretty cool yesterday with that quote yesterday when he talked about how his agents didn't think that he'd be down to do Batman, but apparently he was very much down to do Batman, or at least he says he was. I mean, I believe him. I mean, who knows? There could be some fluffing going on when it comes to these, but I just kind of wonder which books did he look at? Probably the ones that Matt Reeves looked at, I'm sure. Was there one of the things that Christian Bale, when it came to Batman Begins, was the cowl made his head hurt, and Christian Bale just used it. Like apparently there was a lot of strain on his face and his head when it came to that cowl, and it I think it caused like headaches and stuff like that for Bale, and he kind of just used that for the character, which maybe that's why I don't know. That's why I like his Batman better in the Batman Begins costume. I don't know, but yeah. Is there anything why so serious? You'd ask him why so serious? Yeah, I know, right? That's a good one. How long did he last on the Batmobile with Catwoman? There you go. See, funny jokes like that. So let's see what some people on Twitter had to say when it comes to this. We have Jezebel right here, which a lot of you guys know who Jez is. There's been some incredible adaptations of the Batman character and lore through filmmakers like Burton, Nolan, Snyder, etc. How does your Batman, along with Reeves' masterful filmmaking, differentiate from those interpretation the most? I think we could kind of tell just from the trailers. And then this is a good question right here. How would you like to see your Batman character evolve in the future? I think he kind of talked about that briefly, Robert Pattinson did, so, which I thought, he was talking about where his character would go. I always said that his Bruce Wayne has to learn how to be Bruce Wayne. His Bruce Wayne does not know how to be Bruce Wayne right now. If you watch that funeral clip, and even with the trailers, it's like he doesn't know how to be Bruce Wayne. He really does not. He's just like an introvert, essentially. So he's got to learn how to get that other, because like I said, we've been saying that, especially with Miss Andrea, who Dr. Arkham Asylum. She always said that he doesn't have two personalities, he has three. He has his real personality, his Bruce Wayne personality, and his Batman personality. So it's going to be interesting. Let's see. The Batman film news. They said, hey, Rob, if you could bring one DC superhero in the Batman universe, who would it be? And also, which Batman villain would you like to include in potential sequel to the Batman? Now, my take was I would like to see a Mad Hatter kind of type. I mean, obviously, we're probably going to get a Joker, some kind of Joker. Obviously, you can't have a Batman without a Joker. You can't have a Batman franchise without a Joker. A Mr. Freeze would be interesting as well. But bringing in another DC character, I mean, that'd be very interesting. I don't think Matt Reeves really wants to approach that quite yet, but, that would be interesting to get some kind of character. Like, I think somebody who could actually fit in this, like, world, if they're not going to have the crazy meta-human type level heroes or aliens or something like that. Green Arrow would be a good choice, I mean, that'd be kind of cool to bring like a Green Arrow into this Batverse that Matt Reeves is creating. Let's see, Mr. Villarreal says right here, Pattinson, we live in a society that is still dealing with the pandemic. How complex was the filming in this situation? I think they talked about that too, that he couldn't leave the set, couldn't leave his hotel room. There was that stuff. This is totally a superhero. Yeah, got all this. Do you subscribe to Boba Talks? Yeah. Of course, people said, do you like my art? That's pretty cool art. Good job. Right there, AP. Yes. Robert Pattinson Gift says, I know you won't make a public Instagram, but can you please do a takeover of the Batman's account? We would love to see your chaotic pics. So they want your chaotic pics there, Robbie Pat. Vengeance right here. Do you have any influence on the scripting or visual process of the movie? Yeah, I don't know if people have asked, like, was he trying to base it on anything? What inspirations did he have to be his Batman? Hey, Darren, Mr. Laugh Now, Cry Later. Hush would be a good one there, Lego Batman. Yeah, absolutely. What's your favorite Batman storyline movie? That'd be cool. I mean, he kind of talked about Batman Mask of the Phantasm, so that's most likely. The Art of the Batman. Rob, did you listen to any particular songs in between during the filming of the Batman? I wonder if he listened to any Nirvana. Maybe. Who knows? Leslie right here says, what's the most interesting thing to you about Bruce Wayne's psychology in this film? And, he's talked about that. He's talked about a little bit of that, taking that dive into the trauma that Bruce is obviously still holding. And then pretty much when he's Batman, he's fighting everybody that potentially he just thinks like, oh, you killed my mom, I'm going to fuck you up kind of thing. So, yeah. Hello, Mr. Patterson. I have a couple of questions, if you don't mind. Anything about the movie you are looking for fans to experience? Probably just the scope of it. What was it like coming back to a big blockbuster IP movie after years of indie? Well, yeah, technically he already came back when it came to Tenet to blockbusters, but hey, I get what you're saying. And then, of course, there's some kind of Jason Todd teaser fan film, so that sounds interesting. Why is Green Arrow better than Batman? How dare you, sir? Because he's not afraid to eat out. Wow. It's getting a little raunchy right there with that one. That's what I like. That's why I wanted to dive into this. I wanted to hear what people had to say about this. Robert Pattinson Photo says, As of your future projects, do you see yourself in a TV show, perhaps in a production role instead of an acting one? Interesting. Would Robert Pattinson ever want to direct something or produce something? That'd be interesting to get that question too. You said in a bunch of interviews you took a selfie while wearing the bat suit. Yes, Val Kilmer's bat suit. I hope he posts that. I hope Warner Brothers lets him post that. I want to see him in the Robert Pattinson or the Val Kilmer bat suit. Rob, when he was has to read some of these replies, yeah, that's what he's gonna look like right there. Like, what the fuck? It's good stuff. Is that the same picture? Is that the same person? That's pretty cool. Oh, that's adorable, isn't it? Why, my God. Rob, have you seen this meme? What are your thoughts? Yeah, exactly. I'm sure he's seen this meme. There's no way that he has not seen this meme. I'm sure he has. So he's definitely seen that meme. If you had a chance to, would your Batman be up to meeting other DC heroes in the future? We talked about that, of course. Hello, Robert. How did it feel like to drive the Batmobile? I'm sure that felt fucking great. I think Jeffrey Wright talked about how, he was having fun with that. Anthony right here, did you keep any props or something from the wardrobe after the Batman wrapped? That would be interesting to see. And then, of course, somebody said, did this happen? You bunch of perverts. Did they make it happen? Huh? Did they have sex on the Batmobile? Did they have sex? Robert, did you have sex with Zoe Kravitz on top of the Batmobile? Did Matt Reeves catch you? That's pretty funny. Are you good at math? Please do my homework. I think that's enough questions that we need to read off right there. So there you go. There's some questions that people had for him. Why so serious? Yeah, I know. That's the obvious question. Right? Pattinson has a good personality, so he will probably think a lot of this is hilarious. Exactly. That's what I'm really looking forward to, those press junket interviews where, he's just getting asked the same fucking questions over and over again. He starts having fun with it. He starts just talking all kinds of shit and stuff. We've seen what he does when it comes to previous press junkets and dealing with press. He's always had a sense of humor about all that kind of stuff. I mean, look what happened when he said, like, yeah, I didn't work out. What are you talking about? And then, dumbasses like certain people were like, look at this asshole. Look at this asshole. Yeah, he didn't want to work out. Yeah, look at this. He thinks he's Robert Pat. He's just like, he's God over here. It's like, he was fucking with everybody. Come on, man. Relax. It's okay. It's absolutely okay. I mean, that's the thing. People take it too seriously, okay, when that stuff happens,
They're talking about fictional characters. Fictional characters. Am I getting through to you at all?
Are we getting through to you at all? Come on. Jeez. Anyways, just thought I'd throw that one out there. But, so yeah, good stuff right there. Some good questions. Going to be interesting to see what they actually do. Is he going to take over the Twitter handle? Is he going to do like a Reddit thing, like Ask Me Anything kind of thing? What's he going to do? Most likely Twitter, I would say. But, I'm going to be curious to see what he ends up doing with all that. He's going to have fun with it, like you guys are saying. He's got a great sense of humor. So he's a goofy guy. So it's going to be, we're not ready for those press junkets. We're definitely not ready. So, all right. So let's see. We got the Batman. We're now going to look at these posters right here. We got 4 character posters. Did they not get the Batman one? What the fuck? Why would you not have that one? Wait a minute. They don't have, oh yeah, they do. All right. Start with this one, of course. All right, so there's the Batman posters right here. So at first, of course, we have the Batman, which, of course, I just used this for my thumbnail. So this is the style character poster. I like it. I like the red. The red mixed in with pretty much a noir black and white, which I like. I like that. I mean, this costume looks great. Batsuit, obviously, is just looking phenomenal. And, of course, we have the little crosshairs with the question mark and everything, and it says Unmask the Truth, and he's just looking cool right there. And then, of course, we have Miss Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, and she's not wearing her cowl, but, showing those freaking nails. I don't know how you able to, like, pick locks and do your thievery stuff when you got nails that big. I tell you, I sometimes see that when you ladies, and you have those nails that freaking long, and you're like typing and stuff. I'm doing stuff. I'm like, how do you do that. But hey, that's why I keep mine trim, even though mine are kind of long right now. I like how she has like a little. It looks like she has a little scrape right here in her costume. So, and then of course we have the Riddler right here, just looking like a freak. Unmask the truth. Man, I tell you what, the Zodiac type. I mean, some people are not happy. I've seen people not happy with the way the Riddler looks, which I'm just like, it's something different. We didn't need the question marks all over the tights. We need something a little bit different. And why not make him look like this? Why not make him look like scary? He looks. You wouldn't expect Paul Dano's baby face. He's got such a childlike face. You wouldn't expect Paul Dano's face to be underneath this. You would not expect that. You would not. And you hear that voice too? I mean, my God, Paul Dano. That's one thing. I mean, we've heard, of course, the little sound bites from the trailers. We've heard his voice, but we've never really got like a full-fledged like shot of him. I've been loving that when it comes to the marketing, when it comes to the trailers and the clips, is they're not just showing him flat out. You're seeing like side profile, you're seeing him from behind, you're seeing his silhouette, you're seeing him in the mask, but they're not really showing him his full face. So he's just gonna freaking nail it. And then of course, hey, this guy right here, Garbage Bag Man. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Garbage Bag Man. I just love the fact that he still has to see, so he has to put his glasses right here. Easy, sweetheart. So, of course, we got Mr. Colin Farrell, Mr. Oswald Cobblepot right here, just looking like a boss, looking like a boss. And, man, I mean, if the Batman doesn't get nominated for, or just doesn't win Best Makeup, the fucking thing is rigged, which it kind of is. There's people that have always said like the awards, Academy Awards and all that stuff. It's all rigged. But yeah, I mean, this is going to be definitely something special, and I can't wait to see more of what he's going to do with the Penguin series. So there you go. And then even Matt Reeves in another interview, he was talking about the future of the Batman and where it's going to go, and he talked about how he basically from the get-go, he wanted to just make this Batverse. I mean, he just expressed that. I mean, we've heard, he read, obviously, Ben Affleck's Batman script and thought it was great, but it wasn't for him, and I totally commend him for that. It was like, okay, that's cool, but that's not me. That's what Ben came up with, and sadly, Geoff Johns. But, who knows when it comes to the details of that. He wanted to make his own vision and didn't think that they were going to go for it, and they went for it. And he basically was like, all right, well, let's just start building a universe. Let's do this. And they were like, basically like, okay, but you got to get these movies first. He's like, okay. So as soon as the movie started kicking the gear, and then it's like, all right, GCPD, we could do a spin-off of this, spin-off of that, really flesh it out. He's embracing streaming. That's what Matt Reeves basically was saying. He's embracing the streaming platform because, yeah, you can have the big movies, of course, and those big stories, but let's flesh out the characters in streaming. And he says it was like novelistic, I guess you could say. Like, yeah. So it's like you're going to take these stories. I mean, there's so much lore when it comes to the Bat universe and what he's trying to do. I can't wait for it. So cannot wait. But yeah, there's the character posters. They look great. I want them all. More posters are coming out. More stuff's coming out. I can't wait to see it all. I want it all. I got to get those Funko Pops first. And then the McFarlane toys. Man, my wallet. I'm looking at my wallet, which is right here. I'm like, it's just like, no. It's like trying to run away from me because I'm just going to start buying a bunch of Batman shit right now. Ugh. Rest in peace. Yep. Oh, there's Pattinson. Okay. So AT&T. Now, this was like a little small article. Didn't really get passed around that much because it's nothing really big. I mean, it's just something that's going to happen when it comes to the selling off and the merger and stuff like that. But I figured I'd talk about it and talk about, well, first off, speaking of HBO Max, HBO Max prepares to launch in 15 more countries in Europe. So this is coming up right here. The WarnerMedia-owned streaming service is launching in an additional 15 nations on March 8th, this time targeting Central and Eastern Europe. This covers Bosnia. Here's a I'm not even going to try to say some of these names. Croatia, obviously the Czech Republic, Hungary, Moldova, all these, Netherlands, all right there. You can read them all. Poland, Portugal, everything like that. So 15 nations. Christina Solbach, general manager of HBO Max, EMEA, says it has been a cautious choice to get the markets launched in Europe, where the HBO Max rollout began in earnest in October with launches in the Nordics, which we talked about that too, as well as Spain. Those countries were obvious choices, as the company has solid streaming customer bases that are already familiar with HBO Nordic right there and HBO España VOD services. We had to make sure we could migrate over that customer base and get them on HBO Max first. So there you go. So more territories getting HBO Max, so that's good. But this is the article right here. AT&T sets plan to spin off WarnerMedia in $43 billion deal. What the fuck does that mean? They're making a spin-off. I'm kind of curious about it, too. Oh, and thank you, Ryan, for the super chat. I saw somebody else did a super chat earlier, and I appreciate that for $3. Thank you, Ryan. I actually like the so-called floating head poster they put out, but they saw people complain, and then they're like, all right, the single posters, they probably saw a little bit of complaining, but that was mainly for India though. But thank you, Mr. Ryan Platts, for the $5 super chat. Appreciate it, sir. AT&T announced that its board has decided to spin off the telco's interest in WarnerMedia rather than structure the media's Kauglum's divestiture as a split-off. So instead of a spin-off, it's going to be a spin-off. The transition will spin off 100% of AT&T's interest in WarnerMedia to AT&T's existing shareholders in a pro-rata distribution, followed by the merger of WarnerMedia with Discovery in the form of a new company, Warner Brothers Discovery. The deal is expected to, of course, close second quarter of 2022. Previously, AT&T had targeted mid-2022 for the close. Last week, obviously, we heard about that. CEO Junkee had said the board was still on the fence about whether to spin off WarnerMedia and give AT&T shareholders pro rata shares in the new Warner Brothers Discovery, or do a split-off in which they would have the option to exchange AT&T shares for stock in WarnerMedia Discovery. So giving them the option to either split off, spin off, it's all technical stuff, but apparently the shareholders, they're going to get all that for Warner Discovery instead of giving them the option to exchange AT&T shares to that. So that's what it all means. Junkee told analysts on the Q4 earnings call that were pros and cons to going either with a spin or a split. A split off would have essentially amounted to a large stock buyback by AT&T. So there you go. That's what they're doing. In the end, AT&T decided to spin off was the best path. Analysts had noted that the risk with a split-off would have been that AT&T's retail-heavy investor base would not want to own a piece of WarnerMedia Discovery. So basically, if you would have did the split-off, it's like, oh yeah, the shares would have went over to the Warner Discovery, but maybe some of the people that the shareholders wouldn't want that, especially seems like AT&T didn't want WarnerMedia anymore. So there you go. The new WBD is expected to continue investing billions in the streaming strategy, which will be a drag on earnings. And if only a small number of AT&T shareholders opt to exchange their shares in the telco for shares in WBD, I actually like that, WBD. That kind of rolls off the tongue a little bit right there. That wouldn't have the desired outcome of substantially reducing AT&T's outstanding shares. So there you go. Just a bunch of, got to keep those shareholders happy, right? Got to keep them happy. So there you go. That's what all that means right there. So that's what all that means. It's just giving them those options. That's the best opportunity, I guess you could say. Hopefully, hey, if something happens with this merger, I mean, I might, when it happens, I might, buy some shares or something like that in WB or WarnerMedia, see if it ends up going up. It would suck if it tanked, but hopefully it doesn't. But we'll see what happens. I won't put in probably that much. You never want to invest more than you're willing to lose. That's the rule about the stock market right there. And sometimes, you just got to let it slowly build. Take your profits when you do. That's what I've been kind of learning when it comes to stock. The stock market and, the various markets out there. Just don't take advice from me. I suck. Anyways. Okay. February. Boop. Did that not come in? There you go. There we go. February movies. All right. So this is a new segment I'm going to start doing at the beginning of the month when it comes to a new month. And we're going to start, we're going to talk about the movies that are coming out this month. Now, I ran a poll. And I asked you guys, which movie were you looking forward to the most when it came to February? Now, obviously, we could talk about the February movies that are coming out. Let's see. February movies that are definitely coming out. So, obviously, this weekend right here, I'm like, damn it. Well, first off, I'm not going to be able to see a movie this week, and I forgot I'm actually going to be going to a comedy show on Thursday, so it looks like I'm not going to be able to see a movie. That sucks, because I haven't been in the movie theaters in a while. But we got Moonfall and Jackass Forever that's coming out the first weekend of February, and I'm like, damn it, why do we have to have both? I want to see both of those, of course, but apparently, that's not going to be in the cards even for either one of them. So we got those two movies. Those are like the big movies that are going to be coming out. Of course, there's going to be like smaller other movies. Not going to really talk about those. We're going to talk about the main movies. So yeah, Jackass and of course Moonfall is coming out. There's also there's another Liam Neeson movie coming out called Blacklight, which it's Liam Neeson kicking ass again. That's all it is. I remember seeing the little TV spot during the playoffs over the weekend, and I'm like, hey, yes, it's another movie of just Liam Neeson kicking someone's ass. Freelance government operative. That's who he is. But then you got Death on the Nile, which is, of course, the sequel to The Orient Express. And, of course, there's some controversy when it comes to Death on the Nile because you have Armie Hammer that's in there. And then, of course, people are even saying Letitia Wright. But I think the Letitia Wright thing is not the same as Armie Hammer. We all remember those messages. Remember when Casual Batman read those messages last year? Very creepy. And then you also have Marry Me, which, of course, it's Owen Wilson, J-Lo. It's a romantic comedy. It's probably one of those that, maybe I'll catch it on video or something like that. So not really looking towards that. J-Lo. Anybody looking? Yeah. So you got some people that are saying that, Blacklight. Yeah. I enjoy watching Liam Neeson kick some ass. So I'll probably watch it when it's on video. Then you got the movie Dog. Dog. It's just called Dog. Obviously with Channing Tatum, where he has to take a dog to a fallen soldier's funeral. I keep on seeing this trailer everywhere I go. I guess it could be something. I don't know if you guys are looking for, if you're looking for some kind of family type movie, even though it's PG-13, so maybe it's not fully family. But then you got an Uncharted, which, I didn't play the game. And I know a lot of people not liking the casting choice. Tom Holland playing a young, I forgot the character's name. Let's see. Hold on. Let me click that right there. Drake, right? Young thief Drake. That's right. And then, of course, you got Sully, played by Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg right there. So, Uncharted, I don't know. I know some people, Dog, I'm not looking forward to. What about Uncharted, huh? Anybody? And then you got a couple other ones called, like, The Ledge, which I don't ever even heard of. The Cursed, just other ones. Sneakerella's coming out also. We got Pursuit with John. There's some movies that are coming out. I'm like, damn, I didn't even know these were coming out. I love I'm on the website, and they even say, like, Free Guy. Still, they haven't updated their website when, like, Free Guy was supposed to be coming out. And then also we have another Tyler Perry's Medea Homecoming. So if anybody are, into those movies, which I am not, you got another Medea movie coming out. I thought Tyler Perry retired, but of course that's the character that made him millions and millions of dollars. So why would you want to do that? I am looking forward to the Foo Fighters, of course, movie coming out called Studio 666. Definitely will be watching that because, favorite band, got to do it. So But yeah, those are pretty much, there's a handful of other movies too, but those are the ones. I guess they're going to do the Godfather 50th anniversary, so that'll be coming out too. So, got all that. So, but when it comes to the poll that I put on YouTube, so we got it right here. Let's see, yeah. 39% out of 1,100 votes, 39% said Uncharted. So people in the YouTubes are looking forward to Uncharted. I did not expect that, to be honest. I thought Jackass Forever was actually going to win. That came in second at 26%. Then Death on the Nile, 72%. 15% for Moonfall. And then, of course, 3% for Dog. So, hey, there are people out there that want to see Dog and want to see the Dog movie. Why not? Seems pretty heartwarming right there. So we'll see. What do you think? So another question I would ask you guys too is like, which movie do you think is gonna rake in the dough? Which movie do you think is gonna rake in the dough? Is it gonna be Uncharted? Is it gonna be Jackass? I don't think any of the other movies are really gonna pull in big box office numbers. But I mean, if I had to put my money on it, I would say Jackass is most likely going to be. People want to laugh. If people are gonna go out, that haven't been to the movies in forever, they want to laugh. And if, of course, you've always liked the Jackass movies and the show, that movie probably is going to do gangbusters when it comes to the month of February. Uncharted might do well too. I don't know. It seems like it's gonna be all right. I don't know. I'll check it out when it comes out, but I don't know. Holland exudes zero Nate. I know. Well, that's what they do. Nathan Drake. Yeah. I know. Well, it doesn't even feel like is Wahlberg really put out the other character? I mean, he doesn't look good in a mustache. I can tell you that. Mark Wahlberg does not look good in a mustache. So, yeah. So, yeah, Uncharted followed by Jackass. Okay. So you think Uncharted's going to be number one first there, Ryan? Okay. Need a good laugh. They will deliver, obviously. I mean, yeah, it looks hilarious. Going to play Uncharted on PS5. Would be a better movie in every way. Yeah, there you go. I'll watch Dog before I watch Uncharted. Interesting. No, Wahlberg doesn't fit either. I know. It seems like neither one of them fit at all. So, okay. So, Uncharted, like casting Steve Urkel to play Hulk Hogan. Brutal there, D-Ball. But, hey, I know some people are not liking it. Meanwhile, everybody else is talking about sliding into people's DMs. Jeez. You could slide into my DMs too if you want. It's fine. See you guys talking about that. So can we skip this month? I know. I just want to get to the Batman already. Fuck. I really want to skip to the Batman, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm predicting that when it comes to those movies that I was looking at, I think Death on the Nile is going to it's going to be the most critically praised of all the movies. Jackass Forever is going to be the most audience praised, obviously. Moonfall is probably going to get shit on, but I'm down for a Roland Emmerich movie. I'm totally down. I know it's going to be ridiculous and over the top, but I'm down for a Roland Emmerich disaster flick. I'm definitely down. But yeah, Jackass Forever I think it's gonna do gangbusters in the box office right there. So we'll see what happens. So all right, didn't realize I know it's coming out this weekend. It's coming out this weekend. So buy your tickets. All right, let's go to the tweets. Let's go to what the fuck? Holy shit. Thank you, Ryan. I just saw the picture that you just that you guys will see too, that you sent. Oh my lord. Anyways, let's go to the Twitter questions right here. All right, Mr. Brad Curran. Doesn't the complete sell-off of WarnerMedia by AT&T and so soon after their merger indicate a need for big changes? Yes, that's an indication. The fact that they're just like, we don't want this. That's why, but we have to be patient, though. Remember, we got to be patient. Things aren't going to happen right away. But yeah, that does kind of give you an indication that AT&T was like, fuck these guys. Fuck them. Ryan. Evening, Dave. I just watched Ford v Ferrari again and can't help to think how much Ford MGT was like Warner Brothers, yeah, WB back in the day, and Carroll Shelby was like Zack Snyder. When they finally left The Man alone, they won big time. Side note, Joker gets better with each viewing. Yes, it does. Yeah, you could do a parallel when it comes to Ford versus Ferrari and Warner Brothers versus fucking Zack. Mr. Andrew Casali, if there was No Way Home style multiverse movie, but with Batman or Superman, what is the 3 versions you use and what 5 villains would there be? Jeez, I don't know. I mean, with Batman, when it comes to Batman, I mean, obviously there's a big, huge rogues gallery when it comes to a lot of that. So, I mean, I would just have like the mains, and then of course, you'd want Affleck, I probably would have Keaton in there, and then maybe Pattinson. I don't know. And then Superman's, you want Cavill. I'd bring in Brandon Routh, and then, I mean, obviously, can't have Christopher Reeve, so maybe Mr. Hoagland. I don't know. But, yeah. Mr. Eric Blake. So, a few years back, a movie was starring Kevin Spacey, but they reshot his scenes because of his issues. Ditto for ZACK reshooting a character in Army of the Dead. So this month, Death on the Nile comes out and still got Armie Hammer. Why no reshoots? Probably because he was not that big of a role. And his stuff was just creepy, weird things. Weird messages that he sent. I mean, I guess it didn't seem like it was going to be as drastic. It was not as drastic. I don't know. We had Chris D'Elia, who was, was being accused by underage girls. So you had that, and then you had Kevin Spacey, who was messing with underage boys. So, maybe it's just not as bad. He's just a fucking weirdo. I don't know. I really don't know why they decided not to. Twill Tourist. I almost said terrorist. Cyclone. How much do you think Black Adam will make? I don't know if it'll make $1 billion. I think it'll definitely do a nice chunk. I'm gonna guess like 600 to 700,000. But then again, we're still kind of in a pandemic. But look at this, Jesus Christ! Hello, Miss Patella. How you doing? Jeez, yeah, nice picture that she took right there, huh? Holy crap! She's flexible. That's for damn sure. Jeez. That's a good selfie right there. Oh, man. Yeah, I guess I should follow her on whatever fucking social media she's posting on, huh? Guess I should do that. Jeez, hello. Yeah, so she's going to be kicking some more ass. That's for damn sure. Many thoughts, right, Ryan? Well, thank you for sending me that. I appreciate it. Okay. And then finally, Mike, Soups Kenobi, bit behind the times here, but I always knew Whedon would try to stage a comeback, but holy shit, did I not see him so violently shit his own bed like that. There are criminal defense lawyers who looked at that and shook their heads. What a bloody fool. Yes, absolutely a bloody fool, indeed. Guy's a fucking idiot, man. And let's hope he just never comes back. Never, ever comes back. Just stay away. Stay away. Yes, many thoughts. And thank you for the super chat there, Ryan. Much appreciated as always. So there you go, guys. Thank you for the Twitter questions. You guys are awesome. And we'll go ahead and wrap this up right meow. Like I said, if you want to be part of the members-only post-show stream, become a member. Join. Added support, of course, always appreciated. And any kind of support is always appreciated, guys. Make sure you smash that like, thumbs up before you leave. Subscribe to the channel, notification bell. You know when I'm doing this stuff. And, of course, there's the Patreon right up there, which, I'm trying to rework and get some more exclusive stuff on there. We had a great Patreon stream on Sunday. And then, of course, we have the Film Junkee Closet, which merchandise down below. So see you members in a little bit. Look on your timelines, your YouTube timeline for the link, and I'll see everybody else tomorrow. Same Junkee time, same Junkee channel. All right, guys. Love you. Talk to you later.